And I don't have a problem with that, whatever. But this FBI agent is looking for a bust. Remember, this is under the George H.W. Bush administration. They're looking for a bust. They need more information. And so what this agent does is he sees Randy and he's like, this guy doesn't get it. This guy has no idea. I'm going to befriend him. I'm going to turn him, and I'll put him on our side. So he befriends him. And pretty soon, the FBI agent says, hey, Randy, would you be willing to sell me that shotgun? That's a great shotgun. And he's like, no, I got my guns, and, I've got a few shotguns, but, I'm not interested in selling it. Time goes on. Come on, Randy, sell me your shotgun, will you? You know what? You're a buddy. Sure. Hey, listen, could you just cut the barrel off for me? What? I don't have the tools that you have in your shed. Could you cut the barrel off for me? Sure. Okay. I don't know where do I cut it? Oh, I know the law. Says the FBI agent. I know the law. It has to be this length. So let me show you. And takes out the tape measure and he helps him mark it and everything else. And he saws off the shotgun. Randy does. Then sells it to the agent. As soon as they exchange the $300, the FBI agent says, you just sold an illegal weapon. Randy says, what the hell are you talking about? Who are you? What do you mean? He said, I'm an FBI agent. You just cut this shotgun. It's a 1/4 inch shorter than it should be legally for it to be a legal shotgun. It's a 1/4 inch out of specs. You just sold me an illegal weapon. That's incredible. Just this part of the story is incredible. Randy says, you son of a bitch, you're entrapping me. This is entrapment. And he says, you know what? You're going to jail, buddy. I'm going to take every possession you have. Your children are going to be destitute. Your wife, you're going to prison. And Randy says, the hell I am. Now, did he pick up a gun? Nope. He said, book me. I'll see you in court. So he's booked, and they've got the mugshot of him and everything else. He's got his day in court. However, when he's notified for his day of court, Randy receives the court notice, and it says you're to appear at 9 a.m. at this courthouse on like March 20th. But the actual court date for him to appear on is March 14th. So when March 14th comes and Randy still thinks he's days away, he doesn't show up. The FBI is in court and they say, Your Honor, we want a warrant. We were going to go get this guy. We need an arrest warrant. Judge signs it out. Failure to appear in court. But instead of going and knocking on the door and saying, you failed to appear in court yesterday, you're under arrest, instead, they decide they hire helicopters to start surveillance on him. They go onto his private property in the middle of the night and they install video cameras all in the trees all around his house. They have his neighbors watch him, tell him exactly who's going in and out. They put guys in camouflage. They put sniper nests in the trees. And guys in camouflage are all over the property. Now.
And this all started for a sawed-off shotgun that's a 1/4 inch too short.
Which was entrapment. Yep.
Unbelievable.
The FBI agent told him where to cut it.
He was a newbie in a white supremacist group.
Right. But all indications are, in the court records, all indications, he was not like a zealot. He was just like a guy who was just like, I'm hearing these guys out. So what happens? His kid comes out, and because the dogs start to bark. And his kid goes out and see what it is because they think it's an animal and they're out of meat. And so he's going to go, he grabs his gun, and if it's like a deer or something, he's going to go and bring a deer home for the family to eat. Dogs go crazy. He goes up the hill. And what happens? The dogs don't hear a deer. They hear 6 guys in camouflage on their property. So he doesn't shoot. The kid doesn't shoot. He stops and he says, what are you guys doing? The dog is barking. The FBI agent immediately shoots the dog in the head and kills the dog. Now, if somebody's on your property, you don't know who they are, and they shoot your dog and you have a gun, the last thing you do is shoot. But you can certainly understand somebody shooting your dog and saying, what the hell are you? Boom! And shooting them. I look at my dogs as members of my family. They're on your property. They just shot a family member. So the kid shoots and misses. Another agent shoots the kid and kills him. That's when all hell breaks loose. That's when Randy comes out, and I'm a little unclear on how the boy's body got to the shed, but the boy's body is in the shed. So Randy goes out to the shed to see his son, his dead son. And as he's opening up the door, he's shot in the back by an FBI agent while they say freeze. He runs towards the house. Another FBI agent tries to shoot him, misses. His wife is standing in the doorway holding their infant, and the FBI agent accidentally shoots her in the head. Now his son is dead.
Kills her instantly.
His baby is on the ground, and his wife, her head's been blown off. What do you think you do? What the hell do you think you do? So he held up. He only went out when they finally, I'm trying to think, it's Bo Greitz that came in. They brought him in, and he said, look, Randy, we'll go out together. They're not going to kill you. He's like, these sons of bitches just killed my wife. They killed my dog. They killed my son. They're setting me up. They're going to kill me. I'm not leaving here. And Bo said, Randy, we'll walk out together. Jerry Spence is going to represent you. It was a court date misunderstanding. We're okay. That's the truth of Ruby Ridge.
Bo Greitz, by the way, another big activist, gun rights guy.
Right. So he believes him. They go to court. He's completely exonerated. Completely exonerated. He walks away. But so do the FBI agents. Now, let me ask you a couple of questions here. All you want to do is just get your family away from a society that's gone crazy. You just want to be by yourself. Okay, you're in a group that the government thinks is dangerous. I don't know, Tea Party group?
912 Project?
912 Project, you're in a group. Department of Homeland Security has some infiltrators there. Here's what you first lesson you learn. Do not sell a gun to anyone you don't know for a very long period of time. B, if they ask you to alter a gun in any way, do anything that's not exactly letter of the law, do not do it. Do not do it. Third thing, no matter what happens, you go and get an attorney. We need an attorney firm, and I would like to have TV or somebody on the research staff do a research project. I want to find out which attorneys will represent people and will represent on these kinds of things for free, because we all have to know. We have to have it in our pocket. Who do we call? Who do we call? Because there will be an attorney, but you will lose. The government would have lost this. I mean, look at what the press did. Look at what the press did. You think Ruby Ridge is a bunch of crazy people. You think they're white extremists. You think they're gun manufacturers, whatever. When you heard that story, if that's the first time you've heard that story, are you shocked? How do we have that perception? Because the media and the government is involved. Two things have to happen. One, you don't ever hold up in your house. Two, you make sure you know where a good attorney is. Three, you make sure that everybody in your group understands there are infiltrators, and this is the kind of stuff that they will do if they deem you to be dangerous. Four, any kind of these new laws, you better understand them, and you better understand them very well, because they will use them on technicalities to either get you to do something so you'll be part of them. Be very, very, very careful. The other thing is you need a new media source. Someone who will tell you the truth. Not conspiracy truth, the truth. Will not tell you to organize militias and tell you to go arm yourself so we can all have an armed revolution. That is the path to death. The path to death not only for you, but the path to death for the Constitution and the Republic of the United States of America. Jesus, Gandhi, and MLK. But you better do it smart. We're trying to build the media source. We sure would like your help. Subscribe to The Blaze.